Hello students, this is your social science teacher, Jasveer Kaur ma'am, once again here with very interesting topic of your geography, very interesting topic of your geography. We have to see here, like in our previous lecture, we have discussed about the different methods of water conservation in modern India, right? Different methods of water conservation in modern India, and if we talk about water conservation, it is not the matter, it is not issue of now in India, it is being ancient time it was also issue, and you would be surprised to know that our ancient leaders, our ancient rulers like Ashoka, Chandragupta Maurya, Iltutmish, and some other ancient rulers, they were also very much aware of the fact that how to conserve water, how they can store water through different measures, so that that water can be water sustainability. Refers that how we can conserve this water for our future use. Suppose sometime there is no rainfall. If you go to 11th century, 12th century, 13th, 14th century, at that time such type of irrigation methods and motors, electric motors and other canal system was not developed fully like nowadays we have. And those people were very much aware of the common citizens' problems, how they have to tackle those, how they have to sort out regarding their water problem, how they can store water. They were very much aware of these facts. Being aware of these facts, they have started their own way. You know that it was the dignity point of their emperor, and it is the prestige point of the kings at that time, whosoever working more for the welfare of the citizen, he is the most important, most valuable and most successful king of that particular area. If he is successful in that area to please the citizen, the people, especially the farmer category, tenements are there, farmers are there, peasants are there, they are the more prosperous kings, right? If kings are the prosperous, it is their moral duty to make the citizen, make the people, make the tribal community and such type of people more prosperous. That is only the successful for that king, that is the success of that king. So for example, I am going to teach you about that sophisticated hydraulic structure were constructed for the conservation of water in ancient India. You know that yesterday also we talked about this. Both these are the concept are same, but matter is different. Concept is regarding water conservation. That was in traditional ways of, now then there are modern ways, right? Today we are talking about this ancient ways when these ancient kings used to store water, made water storehouses there, right? And first is their sophisticated hydraulic structures were prepared inside the houses also, as well as it was the moral duty of the kings of that time. So in the first century BC time period, it is very old, ठीक है? इंडस वैली सिविलाइजेशन की जब हम बात कर रहे हैं, right? तो इलाहाबाद, नियर इलाहाबाद, it was made there from river Ganga. Sophisticated water tank was made, that was rainwater harvesting system. Rainwater harvesting system, once again they harvest the rain for the future use. Then second one is Chandragupta Maurya, very important dynasty known in ancient India for their welfare and very democratic and nearer to the citizens. They know what is the problem of the citizens, how they have to tackle. That's why this Mauryan dynasty and this one Chandragupta Mauryan dynasty was very, very important in our ancient India. They started making dams, lakes and ponds to conserve the water. To conserve the water in ancient hydraulic structures, this Chandragupta Maurya started making different type of dams. You know the dams nowadays also that we discussed multi-purpose river dam project on the name of. Then we have to take sophisticated irrigation rainwater harvesting system. It was in Kalinga. That place is in Odisha. You know that place is very famous and related to King Ashok. Right? King Ashok was there, and after there was a very miserable war in Kalinga, and after seeing the destruction of livestock, humanity, King Ashok left the war and took the path of his somewhat, we can say in a religious way. He left all the wars and take pledge not to take any war after that. And there this sophisticated irrigation rainwater harvesting system was created, and that water harvesting afterward used for irrigation in case of drought prone areas. Then Bhopal Lake was constructed there in 11th century. In 11th century, Bhopal Lake was constructed. It is the largest artificial lake of that time to store water for irrigation. To store water for irrigation. So in this way, this was there. Then in 14th century, King Iltutmish prepared one Hauz Khas. Hauz Khas is an area in Delhi, right? A big, we can say pond like. You may have heard. Okay, wait. Hauz Khas to store water, especially there was nearby Siri Fort. सिरी फोर्ट को वाटर प्रोवाइड करने के लिए ये एरिया डेवलप किया गया था. तो हौज खास यू मे हैव हर्ड इन योर 8th क्लास और एनियर ग्रेट बाथ इन इंडस वैली सिविलाइजेशन. ग्रेट बाथ देखा होगा आपने. दे लाइक्स दैट टाइप ऑफ structures are created nearby different structures. It is not only storing water, it get purified water and provide even for drinking as a fresh water also to the citizen living nearby. So in this way, this is all about the ancient hydraulic structure created by different kings and different prominent citizen of that time, century wise. And here is I am going to tell you about major difference between traditional dams and modern dams. Traditional dams are built to impound rivers and rainwater that could be used later to irrigate, that is conserved rainwater also. But nowadays what is multi-purpose river projects? They are the uses of integrated with one another. The main purpose served by these projects are irrigation, electricity generation, flood control, water supply for domestic and industrial use, breeding of aquatic life, tourism and means of recreation. Boating is there, different type, like in that I told you there nearby Bathinda there is one city of lakes we call it, and there on that thermal power plant is there, and nearby there are the lake for the use of that electricity production. So in this way, this is the major difference. Multi-purpose river dam project के whatsoever we have done advantages that are nowadays for dams, mean to say modern day, and these are the ancient sophisticated hydraulic structures are used to provide to store water for our irrigation use, fresh water, lake, etc. This much. So hopefully dear student, you have understood this chapter very clearly. We have done almost with this chapter. how we can conserve water at our homes, at domestic use. You have to prepare notes regarding that, how you can save this water. Thank you. Bye students. Take care. Stay home. Stay safe.